Good evening. Welcome to Cryptic Crunch. I am your host, Willow Schuyler. I hope you guys like aliens because we're going to be talking a lot about them today. So let's get ready. And yes, you saw that correctly. Keisha is among us. Hi.
Hi.
I missed you.
I know. Kids, my darn kids, right? I know. I'm sorry. I said the D word. Getting yelled at over here.
Oh no. And speaking of aliens, I see the glowing eyes of your cat.
I was just gonna say it looks Dally. Please don't. I was just gonna say I have some glowing eyes behind me, which perfect.
Adds to the effect. So, how was your New Year's?
It was good, but I didn't get to see any aliens. Apparently, I had to be in Miami for that.
Apparently, or Brazil.
I did shoot off lots of fireworks, though. It was cold, and yeah.
Oh no.
My family has an obsession with fireworks, which I will get into that later when we're talking about the video about aliens.
And yes, before we get to there, we'll say hello to those of you in the chat. Carl Woodsman says, hello, everyone. Donna Carlene says, Winsman dude. And hello, everyone. Yes, Donna, it is almost time. It is time. And hello. Donna says, hello, Willow. Hello, Keisha. Yay, it's Keisha. Hello, Willow and Keisha, says Carl. Eli T. Cash is also joining us. It's Cryptic Crunch, guaranteed not to have you subject to any probing by aliens and or visits from the Men in Black.
Okay, I did not sign up for that, though. I thought there was going to be probing.
I seem to have misplaced my probe. So darn. You're safe.
Okay, I guess.
And if you are hearing the background noise, my husband is watching a movie, and I apologize. It sounds like there's an alien war happening. But speaking of aliens, we might as well get into it. This video came across my feed, which it'll get. So I don't know what in the world that actually is, but people claim that that's a 10-foot alien walking about it at Bayside Mall.
Okay, so I've watched every possible video angle from this video, okay? According to most people, it's an alien, but if you zoom in close enough and look, it looks more like three people walking next to each other.
I was hoping to have a video of me debunking that, but I didn't want to scare my neighbors by having all the lights going. Yeah.
So, that aren't aware of what we're talking about, on New Year's Day in Miami, Florida, there was a possible alien sighting. And it kind of blew up all over the internet. So that's kind of what we're diving into.
It kind of looks like from the video, which is very badly done, I might add, because what video is clear when it comes to aliens? It looks like a very white figure just walking about the stairs of the mall. But yeah, apparently that's three cops walking side by side.
Oh, cops? I heard. Okay, so depending
I
on
heard
who
different
you
stories.
watch,
Yeah.
yeah, some people think that it was three teenagers walking side by side. Some people think it was cops. Some people think it was aliens. There's probably some people that think it's Bigfoot. Um, it honestly just depends on who you look at and who you watch. I found a very annoying woman. Uh, she was she was talking um about said incident, and she has the most nasally voice I'd ever heard, and I honestly can't like tell you what she said, but she had some good like still shots of the videos because there are several different videos. Because do you have videos of how many cops and stuff like that there were?
No. Well, I do have video of like the Miami of what actually happened at the Miami Mall, and I'll play
Well,
that
by now,
clip.
you've probably seen this. The video is on your social media feed. Teens spreading panic at Bayside Marketplace. Groups fighting, lighting fireworks, and damaging stores. Amanda Placencia is live in downtown Miami with more. And Amanda, several teens have been arrested.
Yes, Juan, 4 teens have been arrested between the ages of 14 and 16 years old after wreaking havoc last night here in Bayside. And we've learned that fireworks, which were mistaken for gunshots, are what led to that major police response. A massive police response at Bayside on New Year's Day. Videos posted all over social media Monday night showed dozens of police officers swarming the area after the call initially came in as an active shooter. According to arrest reports, police say a large group of teens started causing a riot inside the mall and were lighting loud fireworks. They were entering businesses possibly armed with sticks, causing damage inside stores, and just creating panic for people inside Bayside. As officers tried to control the situation, they had to shut down Biscayne Boulevard for 6 blocks until the all clear was given. We are not reporting their names because they are minors, but 4 teens between the ages of 14 and 16 years old were arrested during the mayhem. Now that it's calm a day later, tourists and those who live in South Florida weighed in on what happened.
A little bit worried about the security in the area. I have a baby, as you can see, so I think it could be like dangerous for the families that visiting around here.
But I heard what happened, I think, last night or New Year's in the downtown. So, yeah, I guess that was like a very dangerous thing.
Later in the night, a group of 50 teens also caused a disturbance at a nearby 7-Eleven. One victim in the chaos told police that a teen threw a bottle at his car, and when he got out to ask who threw it, there was an argument and he was jumped by a group of male teens. He told police that they went into his car and stole his iPhone. 2 of the teens were arrested for resisting an officer without violence. The other 2 are facing a host of charges, including burglary, grand theft, battery, and resisting an officer without violence. The president of the Downtown Neighbors Alliance had a statement about Monday night's situation, which read in part, a concerned resident mistook the fireworks destinations for gunshots and reported an active shooter, which led to the heavy deployment of police resources that is being shared on social media. We want to reassure everyone in our community that the Downtown Neighbors Alliance is asking our leaders to use this development as a teachable moment. Now, all 4 of those teens who were arrested in last night's chaos are expected to appear in juvenile court on Wednesday. Live at Bayside in downtown Miami, Amanda Placencia, NBC 6 News.
But no, they didn't actually report on any of the alien stuff because I think that came out like days after that. But
So I watched where somehow they're inside the mall. They were using fireworks and stuff, which is weird. Why would if there was a fight going on outside, like how does it tie into what was going on inside? Like they didn't know there was a fight going on
As far as I know, the teenagers were firing the fireworks at each other inside the mall as well. But there's like people on TikTok have created these weird videos of a portal opening up, and you can do that using all these cool little apps that we have for our phones now.
Oh my gosh, you can do any. I could look like Halle Berry. I don't know if anybody knows who Halle Berry is anymore. I'm getting to that age.
Yep.
But so like I could look like Halle Berry on an app if I wanted to. Pretty much anything is possible with CGI and AI and whatever these days. But inside the mall, I was watching a couple videos of them shooting off fireworks with supposable aliens behind where the kids were. And it honestly just looked like shadows of people behind
Yeah.
it. And see, as I was saying earlier, my family has an obsession with fireworks. We shoot off fireworks for pretty much every holiday. Is there something behind you? No. Maybe. So so I was sitting there thinking of all the fireworks that could have possibly had the same effect. And there is a ton of them that I have shot off over the years that can make the same effects that what the people are calling alien activity. Don't get me wrong, I 100% believe that aliens are real. But
I don't think that they would go to a mall where there's a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, I feel like if we really did have an alien abduction, I don't think they would be like, "Hey, let's go hang out at the mall, guys." So I don't know. Maybe they're mall rats in the other world. I can see
mall
that happening.
workers do look a little strange in their matching exercise outfits. But
When I was a teenager, I virtually lived in the mall. I kind of miss people going to the mall. All of our malls are like dead now, but we like used to live at the mall when I was a teenager. Um, but yeah, most of the videos from inside the mall of them shooting off fireworks and stuff like that, like it just seems like a lot of chaos was going on in this one general space.
well, I mean, I expect like a huge police presence in downtown Winnipeg if someone were to call in an active shooter. But I don't
These
know.
kids supposedly had like sticks and stuff that they were hitting each other with. So that's a lot of police force for sticks. Also, I wasn't sure if you watched the video of. To me, it sounded like a gunshot.
Mm.
They said that they were, or some people were claiming that they were shooting at these figures. These, what are they called? They didn't call them aliens at the time. Shadow figures. So somebody had said that they were shooting at these shadow figures because obviously they were afraid and they were running for their lives and that kind of stuff. And some people had actually taken out guns and were shooting. But there was another video that claimed it sounded like a gunshot, honestly. But it was like a big crack. And they were like, it's a portal opening up. And I was like, oh dear sweet Jeebus. I do not think that it was a portal. But, you know, I've never seen a portal open up with my own two eyeballs. So who knows? It could have been the sound of a portal, but to me, it did not sound like a portal. It sounded like a gunshot. I've heard a lot of gunshots in my lifetime. Also, new to my experience, a half a stick of dynamite that was shot off in my front yard. Heard that. That was a good noise. Very loud. But so I don't think it was an alien portal opening.
Now that I think of it, like all the times that we've had like shoot like my neighbors love to shoot off fireworks constantly. It doesn't matter if it's New Year's, Christmas, what have you. They don't need a reason to shoot off fireworks. I have never seen like a police presence in this area for that.
I've actually had police officers because you guys know we live in the middle of nowhere on a creepy farm.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had when we shoot off our fireworks, like we go all out. Like we get the big fancy expensive things that probably cost way too much money and are extremely frivolous.
Yeah.
But we have actually had police officers and people just stop by the side of our road and just sit there and watch us shoot off fireworks. So we have had police presence, but we also live in the middle of nowhere, so we don't actually have police officers where we live. We have like
Yeah.
county police officers, but we don't have police officers in my village. So like they had to drive to come see my fireworks. But yeah, you know what? I think do I think that it was aliens? No. Do I think they're covering up what really happened? Yes.
You know, like I will say this, like, okay, granted, if there were aliens and that, yes, that many police people and the people who
That
live
is warranted.
nearby, there would be a lot more video than just that one alien, supposed alien walking around. But yeah, like, and yeah, a lot of people are like, well, how come there's no video of the actual incident of at the mall? I don't know. I honestly cannot tell you. Like, I've scoured social media for these videos, and yeah, I found whatever it was that people were claiming as the portal opening up, which is the same video over and over, and it and again, if it was an actual portal that opened up, there would be lots of videos of in different angles of the portal opening up.
So almost everyone has a cell phone these days. Um so yeah, I feel like if there was something really going on that there would be more evidence of it, but then
Yeah,
again, every evidence video seems to be very grainy and looks like it was shot in this like 90s or early 2000s on a flip phone.
and it wouldn't be like a movie aliens that are just standing there, or like the one robotic one that looks like he's waving at people, and it's just like, that's the best you could come up with.
Oh yeah. My favorite, I don't know if you saw it, but it looked like a creature that was crawling. I was like, "Come on, guys." And they were like, "How can you recreate this? This is impossible to recreate." I've seen like a million videos and movies that prove that otherwise.
There's an alien sighting for you guys.
I actually watched that today. That poor thing got turned into a chew toy.
Oh,
I watched Toy Story this morning, and when Sid gets home from winning that, he actually throws it to his dog, and it goes squeak, squeak, squeak in the background. And I was like, "Oh no, poor
for those of
alien."
you who aren't watching, I'm holding up one of the Pizza Planet aliens. The Cloud.
The clown. So yeah, those are my watching habits. I also watched Frozen and Elemental today. No, I have kids. Um, so I don't actually get to watch adult type movies. I tried once. Um, it didn't work. So, you know, I got two modes: Disney movies and creepy alien videos, which is what I'm watching right now. Thanks to my child.
Okay, so Eli, I love the way your brain thinks, but I'll tell you in a moment. Keep in mind, government entities are no stranger to confiscating evidence regarding portals, portals, and aliens. That, or find a way to disrupt video evidence to moderate the amount of footage available. Okay, so that is hilarious because of all the videos that I found on social media was like the same portal stuff going around. Um, but any video that was like hidden was the actual reason why, you know, what was happening at the mall, like it showing the teenagers fighting. Like, I'm sorry.
So, like I said earlier, I don't think it was aliens, but I do think they're hiding something. There was a first-hand account of a gentleman saying that he saw these creatures, and this was after the fact of everything happened, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's lying, he's lying, he's telling the truth, he's lying," you know, all the good stuff. But then after it got real big on social media and stuff, and um, you know, it went viral, he came out and said, it was just a joke. I didn't really mean any of that. And now they're like, oh no, the government got to him, and now he has to cover up his,
Yeah.
cover up to so that way he doesn't get in trouble. So,
There was a lot of those videos too where like people are claiming that they were at the mall and they saw the aliens, and then one in particular, like, it did exactly that. It's like because he was getting so many likes and shares on his video, he decided to come out and be honest and say, no, I wasn't actually at the mall, sorry guys, and then everybody's like, oh, he went back on his word because the government got at him.
Yeah, good times. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like he may have known something about something else, and I trust the government 0%. I am a crazy conspiracy theorist. 100% through and through. Like, they poison our water hole type conspiracy theory. Like, I have a go bag packed in case the world ends. Normal things, guys.
You live in a place where there's skinwalkers walking around, and honestly, that's what this alien kind of looks like. If you think about it, it would look to me. It looks more like what skinwalkers are described as. You get those like white, gangly thing walking about, and it's super
Are we
tall.
looking at a video of my husband? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love my husband. But so yeah, but I don't know. I feel like there's definitely something going on, but not what they say is going on. Like, I understand that, yeah, there was probably some fights going on, but every time something big happens, people kind of lose their shiz.
Yeah.
And they go nuts. And they start breaking things and breaking into things and setting things on fire. We have seen this several times. History repeats itself. So I feel like there was something. I just don't know what it was. And I can't go down the Yeti hole that is that, because I feel like I would spiral, and next time you see me, I might be wearing a foil hat.
Yeah.
If I'm not already.
So, oh yeah, I love Carl's comment from earlier. Escape craze cosplayer. You know that there would be a cosplayer involved in one of these situations if it was allowed. Eli T. Cash says, crazy person on drugs. That isn't me, perhaps. I would hope that's not you.
Oh my goodness, we've got a lot of comments coming in, guys.
Carl says, anyone know where Kelly Gunter is? I'm fairly certain I saw her today, or at least online anyway. And Eli says, why would it be Bigfoot in the middle of a city? People see the weirdest things. DL Memphis is in the chat. Hello, DL. And I know where DL is. Her husband's not that far behind. Geek Gumshoe is also in the chat. I don't see an alien in that Miami footage. I see two crossing spotlights combined with some smoke or fog, creating an artifact that looks weird, but I don't think it's a physical body of any kind. Good to know.
Oh, did you see the video of the light in the sky?
Yes. There's been a couple in Las Vegas. I'll try to get that. I'll try to get that actually. There's been also a weird cloud spotted in Japan.
Basically, guys, 2024 is already trying to get us. That is what we're saying. Like, if you had aliens and spaceships and craziness going on, it like on your bingo card, you can stamp that right now.
Yeah. So yeah. And okay. So also in Brazil there was an alien spotted.
Você consegue captar as vibrações? Vem até nós. Só não vem à noite. Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais. Ele parece. Sabe aquele lance? Você consegue captar as vibrações? Vem até nós. Só não vem à noite. Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais. Ele parece. Sabe aquele lance de índio? Sasquatch é grande. E o movimento de índio.
Just proof that aliens like to take vacations too.
Right? You can clearly see the guy's taking a photograph, but I have the explanation to that.
Eu tenho 2 metros de altura e sim, eu entendo que eu sou alto, mas algumas coisas têm que parar. Eu fui fazer uma trilha para aproveitar a natureza, essa vista. Eu tenho 2 metros de altura e sim, eu entendo que eu sou alto, mas algumas coisas têm que parar. Eu fui fazer uma trilha para aproveitar a natureza, essa vista. Mas aí a galera vai, tira foto de mim, me filma. Aí beleza, eles tiraram essa foto minha de quando eu tava lá em cima. Aí mandaram pra página de fofoca e me chamaram de ser estranho com mais de 3 metros de altura. Mas a partir de agora, chega. Chega de ter que dormir com o pé fora da cama. Chega de ser mais alto do chuveiro. Chega de não caber no espelho. Chega de não achar tênis do nosso tamanho. Chega de se sentir culpado por ser muito alto e fazer a barreira e a galera atrás da gente não conseguir ver o show. Chega disso aqui também. Chega. Com esse vídeo eu convoco todos os altos. E a revolução começou.
At least he has a sense of humor.
He is tall, though.
Yeah.
He might be an alien in disguise. I feel like he could be one of those ones, like the lizard people.
Yep. Oh, hey! Dan Holyfield is here.
Hi, Dan. I think we still got some more comments to catch up on.
I saw Aubrey in the chat. Hello, Aubrey. Speaking of kids safe show, yes, Toy Story is definitely one of those. Have you seen the movie Luck? It's super cute and full of neat bad luck cuteness. I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to take a look. Carl says, I think Keisha's house is the last place that aliens want to land.
I feel like they would be very nice and cozy here. We got the fire going. I can cook them a nice hot meal.
I think I want to go to Keisha's place. Never mind aliens.
Okay, but if anybody comes to my house, please take some of these cats.
Oh no.
Please. I'm begging. Thanks.
The South is teeming with beasties like skinwalkers. Florida is no different, says Eli.
Okay, but honestly, I used to live in Florida when I was growing up. I can 100% believe if aliens came, they were already walking around us. Florida is its own breed. I grew up there a good part of my childhood because that's where my grandparents were. My grandpa lived there. We called him my fishing grandpa because he lived near the beach, and so every time we went to see him, it was just all fishing. But like the people in Florida are just cray cray. I don't really know how to put that any other way. My neighbor did poison my cat with rat poison because she put it in all of her bird feeders that she put outside to kill off all the birds. So like I 100% believe there's crazy people. Maybe she was an alien. I did not like her. Obviously, she killed my cat. I don't even like
crazy neighbors are everywhere, but that takes the cake. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
I was little though. I was also into having seances on my bat. You guys know me, okay? So like I think I told this story forever ago on the show, but me and my sister were having a seance and a glass like temperature gauge thing fell over and stuff like that when we were saying things. I was in Florida, guys. Half of that crazy stuff that happened to me when I was younger happened in Florida. I also ate a hammerhead shark, which was really weird and probably why I don't eat meat now.
Do you think that it could be like water related, that the craziness down there, or
you know what? Honestly, it could be anything. Sorry,
because
you guys.
Temperature wise,
I heat my house with a fire, and my fire is getting low, so I gotta put some wood on the fire real quick.
No worries.
So, it could be. They always say it's in the water, right? So maybe it's the water that's doing it. Too much salt content in the water.
Maybe. But
also, I highly suggest heating your house with fire. It's fun.
Make sure that you have the appropriate spot to put the fire in. Let's not start fires where they shouldn't be.
Yeah, we tried that last year and we killed a chicken, so
Oh.
Yeah, no. Our wood pellet burner caught our house on fire last year, so that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, I remember that. Yes.
But no, now we upgraded to real fire instead of wood pellet burner, and now we just have an open flame because that's safer. So life at the farm, right?
They have to learn boundaries, right?
Exactly. So, but aliens, dude, aliens. I was talking to Willow behind the scenes before we got on here. They do have, or possibly have, we have some, I think it's an astrophysicist. I don't know what it is. I don't remember what I said it was earlier, but she does believe that we will find aliens this year. So there's hope. Real life aliens. They invented a new telescope, and I guess this telescope can see super duper duper far, right?
Yeah.
Little planet. They think that the planet is very close to planet Earth and that it has a lot of the same gases and stuff like that, and it could possibly harbor actual life forms. So, like, That would be pretty sweet. And also
Yeah.
why I believe in aliens. I do believe in aliens. There is far too many planets and other galaxies out there to not believe that there's other life forms besides ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. Like, yeah, we can't be the only planet that has life on it. Like,
If so, like they messed up. Like I've met people and people are awful. Like maybe try again somewhere else. Hopefully it's a little better next time.
okay, Aubrey says the tides have been known to coincide with mental health fluctuations. Not sure if I were an alien, I'd prefer to blend in with a slightly more open-minded crew. It all depends on how you find those kind of people, though. But like the moon phases apparently affects people. I honestly don't like blaming the full moon on my bad moods
fact,
personally.
Is that the tides and the moon phases also coexist. So
Yeah.
everything, man, everything.
But there's also been a high amount of sunspots activity, or like the sun has been spitting at us, and that has been affecting people apparently as well.
I really like the visual that put in my head.
I lost my train of thought for a moment there. I couldn't remember what it was called.
No, but my brain was like, my brain just pictured a big sun just going. So honestly, I'm cool with that thought. Probably not super healthy. But you know.
But yeah, and I mean, haven't we been getting a lot of solar storms? That's the word that I'm looking for. Yeah, that apparently has been affecting people's moods.
And this climate change, guys.
I still need more proof that cow farts are causing the Earth to warm up. Sorry.
So, climate change is a real thing, but as we have seen scientifically throughout the years, like I'm talking about bajillions of years, climate change is real. It's just naturally occurring. If you go all the way back to Pangea, if you believe in Pangea, like we used to be one big large continent, and then things changed, weather erosion, all that stuff, volcanoes, we split up, and then over the years it was hot in one place and then cold in one place, and then if you're a religious person, like they had the major flooding and the whole Noah's Ark thing going on. So every couple hundred years, they throw a big weather thing at us and they're like, hey, the weather's changing. It's always been changing. It's a constant. It does not stay the same. Even since I was a little girl, the weather has constantly evolved over the years. I know I'm getting old now. My kids like to point that out to me. But my 14-year-old especially. But even when I was little, things used to be a lot different weather related. And so some years it's mild, some years it's not. So I believe it's real, just like aliens, but not the way a lot of people view it as.
Yeah.
Also, cow farts might be contributing to it.
Well, okay.
Have you ever smelled a cow fart? It's pretty awful.
Unfortunately, yes. No, what's funny about, like, okay, my belief when it comes to aliens, I honestly believe that we've done with planet Earth what Europe had done to Australia. Just ditch whatever person that they didn't want anymore on their planet here on Earth, and just good luck, you know. All the thieves, all the creatures that were, you know, running amok and causing havoc.
So, another reason I 100% believe that aliens are existing, only because I looked at a comment, and I don't think the comment even had anything to do with this. But I have ADHD, so it could have been completely different. But if you zoom in on bugs close enough, even like microscopic bugs, what do they look like? They look like aliens.
Oh yeah.
And hundreds of thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, those same exact bugs used to be like 6 foot tall, 8 foot tall, 12 foot tall. Like if we saw one of those today, I'd rather just not exist.
Honestly, I think a lot of creatures that existed back then is highly exaggerated with their size. But I mean, yes, there's proof that, you know, with the dinosaurs, there is proof of
Okay,
creatures
have
that
y'all
are
seen
just these
Australia?
massive things. But
Australia has some issues. Like what are they called? Huntsman spiders? Okay, so like I was watching a video the other day. Australia is its own planet, okay? That's my belief. Australia is its own planet.
yep.
But I was watching a video the other day, and this woman and her family were in the car, and there's this big spider, like the size of my head, just crawling on the ceiling. And there's this little boy in the back seat, and his mom's telling him, "Don't move, don't move." And I was like, "I'm sorry." A bee flew in my car when I was little, and I literally jumped out the door. My dad yelled at me, and he was like, "Never do that again." I love bees, by the way, now. But back then, I was definitely afraid of them. But if I saw that spider, I would do the same thing. I would jump out of that car. And they didn't want to kill it. Don't get me wrong, I am against killing. But if something the size of my head that can bite me is next to my head, I might have no mercy. And they gently took the dad's shoe and slowly pushed it out the door. I was like, no. Now I know that spider still exists
Australia is
somewhere.
like they're different creatures altogether. You know, okay, you have those strange people that are that live in Florida. You know,
Florida is our version of, like, our mild version of Australia. Florida, that is what Florida is to us. Like Floridians will sit there and wrestle an alligator because it's lunchtime. But Australians are like, "Oh, this is my best friend. His name's Albert." And they got like a 12-foot tarantula sitting next to him. They are definitely their own breed. I think Australians might be a cryptid.
yep.
Yeah.
Donna agrees with you. It's me or the spider. The spider bites the dust instead of me. I hear you. Like if no, I couldn't do the giant spider as a pet. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
see, Aubrey's coming in here with some facts.
Aubrey with the science. I found that on Google, Florida is close to the equator, so it's part of Australia. Maybe a connection. So yeah, would fit in well. Living in either place could explain your childhood a little.
I'm telling you, they're different breeds down there. 100% alien. Man, I'm gonna look into that now. I
Eli
don't do
says, "You're making me want to watch that spider movie, Eight-Legged Freaks." See, I like that one. Arachnophobia, however,
See, I'm not
was
afraid of spiders. By that, I mean the spiders that I see in my house. I do get spiders that are like this big. I don't know where my camera is. Okay, so like I've seen spiders that are like this big. I'm cool with those. Anything bigger than that is an automatic nope.
well.
Nope,
Okay,
nope,
so
nope.
Manitoba does have spiders, and we have these giant things we call dock spiders. Those things actually kind of look like the spiders from, or like, yeah, the spiders from, uh, oh, Brain. Um, Come on, Brain, function, please. That would be nice tonight. Um, yeah, Brain's gone. There is a movie where they kill bugs.
So
Someone will
side
put
note,
it up in the chat in a moment, I'm sure.
so side note, my daughter, whom is laying on the couch over yonder, was watching scary videos on YouTube on the TV and fell asleep. She is
Oh,
snoring up a storm over there,
oh,
sleeping like a
brilliant.
baby. I have broken my
Starship
children.
Troopers. That's the movie. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
it's
glad
okay.
my brain functions so poorly. I apologize, guys.
Sorry, I haven't slept in like a week.
I am glad that your daughter's fast asleep. What movie did you put on for her, by the way? Because she wanted
So
to
no,
watch a horror movie before the show started.
I put on Nuke's Top 5 for her. Nuke's Top 5 is a YouTube show that
Oh,
so like they do aliens, they do ghosts, they do creepy figures, basically anything scary. And she loves it. She is a weird little 6-year-old. But she's mine.
I'm glad that she's finding ways to entertain herself.
Yeah, but no, she passed out watching it.
Excellent.
So, there is a cat eating my hair.
All right. So, speaking of strange things that you see in the sky, and that cat is just going to town.
She is literally pulling my hair out. So yeah, that was a nice portal in the sky.
That was saw it. That was wow English. That was seen over Japan. What was it, like last week? Yeah, that I have no idea what apparently that is that is an actual cloud formation. Cloud formation, but it looked like there was something inside that cloud formation that
Yeah, but a lot of the time it's actually just ice crystals that the sun is beaming off of. So man, I was talking to my husband the other day and I was like, science ruins everything for me. Cuz I want to believe so many things. I want to be like, "Hey, this thing is pretty cool." Like ghosty, creepy, etc. But then I'm like, "Oh yeah, science exists." And I read science books for fun. With a lot of things for me. Sorry for the bell noise. The cat is.
that's okay. The demon is trying to get your attention.
This is Cruella.
perfect name.
She is evil. So, but yes, I was telling my husband how horrible science is because I love science, but it's horrible because I want to believe all these things. And then I'm like, oh, it can scientifically be proven through doot XYZ. And then I make myself sad because I really want to believe in things.
See that I kind of do that too. Where well, obviously, what I just did was disprove a lot of the alien stuff that people post on TikTok. But it's just my thing is like when it comes to these weird, like the cloud formation and stuff like that. What one person claims is an alien, like scientists will be like, oh no, that's a cloud formation, but there isn't enough, images from other people going around to show this in other angles. Are other people seeing this too? That's what I'm concerned about. Like when it comes to like the alien footage, where is the other angles?
See, that's the thing I was also discussing with my husband. We had this very in-depth talk the other day, okay? And in science, you can prove everything right or wrong depending on what evidence you look at and what you do to test each theory. So this person sees it from this angle, this person sees it from this angle, but both angles are completely different. So when I was looking at those videos from the alien thing, some people were like, if you zoom in, it looks like a 10-foot alien. Some people were like, if you zoom in, it looks like a. But if I watch each of those videos, one really does look like a 10-foot alien, and one looks like a few people walking next to each other.
Yeah.
So it honestly is just the angle of where you're looking and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
A lot of it's what you want to believe, honestly.
Yeah. Your brain does fill in the gap of what exactly. But yeah, like your brain does fill in the gap of what is perceived as missing information. Yesterday, I did a video of me in. It was really windy out, and I did a video of when I was waiting for the bus, and the wind had pushed the door open of the bus stop that I was in. I could have left it at that. I could have left it and said that this place is haunted and proof that the door opened by itself. But me being smart, I didn't want to mess with people's heads.
You're no fun.
I know.
And I am one of those people.
Posted that. I'm just like, yeah, I should have just.
I would have messed with somebody hardcore. Like 100%, I would have been like, "Oh my gosh, I think I saw an apparition coming out of there. Did you guys see that flash of light?" And people would be like, "Me too, dude." I feel like I would have taken that super far. I like to mess with people's heads. So yeah, I can see myself just having a field day with the door opening. Did you get that on tape?
I have, yeah. I posted it on my social media.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go find that. So for those,
I can easily take down the old video and put up the new one and see how many likes I get.
Do it, but make sure that it's super creepy looking. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you'll have to send it to me or show me where it's at because I have been taking a social media break all year. And so I haven't been on all the diddly doos. But yeah, I want to see that video. So you'll have to send it to me.
I will, for sure. I like what Carl says. 10 people would look at a nice cloud and say nice cloud and then won't film it. one person says it's a portal, and they are the one who films it.
See, exactly what I'm talking about is it just depends on whose perspective you're coming from. I choose the fun perspective.
But the funny thing is about my bus shack video is how many people are claiming, because Winnipeg is sadly overrun by our homeless population. A lot of our bus shelters are being destroyed because of them. So we get like the odd one that isn't destroyed, but the heat isn't on in them, which really sucks.
Okay, can all of us people in the US over here take a moment of silence and realizing that they do not like us over here? We don't have bus stops, especially heated ones. We have these open like we don't actually have buses where I live because we don't have enough people for buses where I live.
Oh.
But if you go to the big cities where I live, they're literally just a glass overhang, and it doesn't have walls around the whole thing. So if it's raining, you get wet. If it's windy, you get windy. Like in Winnipeg, did you say they have heaters?
We did, like, our bus shelters. Our bus shelters are supposed to be heated, and yeah,
I'm
and
trying
unfortunately, there's been people living in our bus shelters, and the city hasn't been turning them on. Yeah, so it's making the rest of us freeze our butts off.
I find that very sad. Like, if somebody's living in it, like, you're turning it off just because you're a turd muffin. Like,
oh yeah,
they deserve to be warm too.
But right now, my video on TikTok is being overrun with, wow, I'm surprised this hasn't been destroyed by people living in them. It doesn't happen everywhere, but sadly, it's very common in our downtown and areas surrounding our downtown.
Oh, we got some comments on the bus stops.
So Donna says, depends on my mood. If there's someone there whose mind I want to mess with. She's encouraging me to post the video. We don't even have those in Danville, Keisha. We have the signs along the road for our bus stops. You get a glass overhang, we stand next to the street. And yeah, great minds, Winsman do. Yeah, like the odd time the odd stop there is like these little tiny bus shacks that has just like one bench. Those are the common ones that get smashed up. Sadly, we had one right in front of our grocery store that seems to get smashed quite frequently, and so they haven't rebuilt that one yet. But yeah, that is a sad occurrence that happens in our city. And yes, the one that I was filming at one point did have a missing window. They had since replaced it just before New Year's, but I'm glad that I was able to give people that entertainment.
So guys, for those of you watching or watching in the future, let us know, aliens, yay or nay? Do you believe they exist? And if so, where can we find them?
Oh, I believe that they exist. I believe they exist, but I don't think that they would hang out at malls.
It depends on what age group we're talking about. If the teenagers are, like, okay, so teenagers, man, they suck. But like they probably exist on every planet. So maybe the aliens were just trying to get a glimpse of teenage life here.
I don't know if aliens do aliens consider our teenagers the intelligent ones?
Oh, sweet Jesus, I hope not.
I mean, even our adults are sometimes questionable.
I think our most intelligent life is actually, this is a proven thing. Newborn babies are the most intelligent life form. They just can't articulate it the way we can because they can't speak. But when you're born, you have more brain function when you're born than when you age. You slowly kill off those brain cells. And then by the time some people are old, they have 0 left.
Dan Hollyfield, alien teenagers hang out at malls? And Carl says, that's what I said, teenage aliens. Yeah. I don't know. I think they would find better ways of contacting us, but we'll see what happens in the next for the next election and see if maybe they'll just drive right past us.
I still have a house phone. I imagine one day the alien's gonna call me on it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the only reason I keep it.
Can the aliens call me instead of the scams that do on my house phone?
Right? Maybe those are aliens and they're just trying to collect data on us. Hi, we're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Joke's on you, my car's transmission died and I don't have it anymore, sucker. I'm crying inside. No,
your computer has been given frequencies. We're gonna have to inspect it for bugs. Right. Okay.
So I used to love getting those phone calls because I have an old laptop and the screen is actually not attached. Like, it's attached by the wire that makes it work. But you can turn that sucker 360. And it is completely detached. Like, it broke off somewhere like 20 years ago, probably. But everybody's like, your computer's broken. And I'm like, yes. I have it held together by duct tape. So, but yeah, phone calls like that always make me happy.
Carl says it's a fallacy that you don't form new brain cells. Medical science has found that we grow brain cells all the time.
Yeah, but we're also constantly losing brain cells. Like, probably just by listening to this episode of Back of the Cereal Box Cryptid Crunch, we probably lost at least 2. And for those of us that didn't have 2 to begin with, I'm sorry.
All right. So, if you guys enjoyed our little spiel about aliens, I'm sure some of you have. Please feel free to donate to our show if you guys want us to continue and see us get better with our technology, and maybe we'll be able to contact alien life on our show.
Or maybe we already have.
Next week is the multiverse fundraiser, and Keisha and I are returning to do an episode of Cryptid Crunch. We're going to be talking about cryptids in comic books,
which sounds super fun. So if any of you guys that have watched this show have any comic books that have cryptids in them, send them my way so that we can look at them and possibly talk about them next week.
Send us all the links you can find about comic books that have cryptids in it. And I'm going to play this little video because this is our sponsor for for the whole thing.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
All right. Oh, that's an interesting shot.
I'm working on the fire.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. We're gonna take off soon anyway. So, Keisha, where can we find you on social media?
So, since I'm taking a social media break, I'm not completely off of social media, but I am off of most major platforms. If you do want to find me, I am currently on Instagram under Mooty's Harvest Kitchen. For those of you that don't know, I am working on a cookbook, and so it's called Mooty's Harvest Kitchen. Mooty means mom. So I have pretty much been doing nothing but focusing on that. So if you want to find me, Instagram under Mooty's Harvest Kitchen is the best bet, or just Googling my name will pretty much find, you can literally find everything on me, so.
And to answer your question, guys, actually it's this weekend that the Multiverse fundraiser is happening.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's so close already.
Yeah. The 25th, 26th, and so it kind of starts on they said the 25th, and then it goes until the 28th. So yeah, it's this weekend, guys. So make sure that you guys tune in for that. We got lots of guests, we got lots of interviews happening, and it's going to be all about comic books this time. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Can't wait. I will talk to you guys soon. And Keisha, I can't wait to see you next or this weekend.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you. And have a wonderful night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.